We doing evolution of GTA, Grand Theft Auto all the way through.
In 1997, Grand Theft Auto made its debut, setting the stage for one of the gaming world's most legendary franchises. After a decade-long wait since Grand Theft Auto 5, the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer has rekindled excitement like never before, with 100 million views in just over one day after its launch. It's clear that fans are more hyped than ever. Now, as we eagerly await one of the most anticipated games of all time, it's the perfect moment to look back at how this series became an enormous phenomenon.
Well, look who's back.
Okay, Fly Life. I will skip all this shit.
This is the evolution of Grand Theft Auto. In 1997, the first Grand Theft Auto game was released for PC.
In 97 for PC. Should look crazy. Said 18 at the bottom. Already had a cop car. Looks like it's based in New York.
PlayStation, and 2 years later, also
PC and PlayStation.
for the Game Boy Color. The first GTA must look archaic to fans of the more modern entries in the series. Its top-down perspective and rough polygonal graphics are a far cry from the expansive, detailed city spaces we've eventually come to. The gameplay was also far more linear, with players having to gather a certain number of points through missions and other actions to get to the next level. Ironically, the game first started development as a game about a police officer chasing criminals called Race and Chase. The developers figured out that this concept would be too boring, so they chose to go with the exact opposite perspective of a criminal in GTA. I, for one, am very thankful that they figured that out.
Okay, but Dave, just explain the point of the game.
Well, it's a mission-based driving game where you're basically driving around the city, stealing cars, running over pedestrians. And
Pretty tame stuff then.
well, yeah.
The game was made up of 6 levels, split between 3 fictional cities.
He sounded real
which were
English.
Based on real-life cities in the United States, including Liberty City, San Andreas, and Vice City.
Liberty
We will be
City,
seeing a lot
San
more of these
Andreas, and Vice
cities
City,
throughout the
okay.
GTA series. In 1999, an expansion pack was released, known as Grand Theft Auto London.
An expansion pack in 99 that expanded GTA to London. I knew he sounded a little English. This makes sense.
1969. As the name suggests, it took place in London during the late 60s.
Yeah.
This included aesthetic elements from this time,
kinda
including
clean.
vehicles, but also British slang. Both the original GTA and the expansion pack received mixed reviews. It was praised for its freedom, but the graphics were seen as unimpressive. Nonetheless, the game became a success and over 3 million copies were sold. Fun fact, Grand Theft Auto created a great deal of controversy due to its violent content.
I
The
believe
House
that.
of Lords was considering banning sales in the United Kingdom. However, it was luckily never banned, and Rockstar Games cleverly used the controversy as free promotion for their game. In 1999, Grand Theft Auto 2 was released
In 99, GTA 2 was released.
for PC, PlayStation, Dreamcast, and the Game Boy Color.
What is the Dreamcast? Hold up, what?
The second
What?
installment in the video game franchise marked a significant advancement. Released for PC, PlayStation, Dreamcast. Franchise marked a significant advancement, building upon and enhancing the foundation laid by its predecessor.
The graphics
Its
look
most
way
significant
better.
evolution was in its mission design. Players have far more freedom than in the first game. The point collection system is almost the same, but players can now choose to work for different crime syndicates to achieve their goals.
Okay.
Completing tasks for one syndicate earns you respect, which opens up tougher missions, but also makes other syndicates hostile
Yeah.
towards you. The overall world
Whoa,
is
they
much
got
more
banged.
alive in this game. Local gangs engage in shootouts with the police, and pedestrians actually interact with the world around them. Players can also take on jobs on the side, like driving a taxi or a bus. Interestingly, instead of in-game footage, the game featured a live-action short film as an introductory sequence for the game. Yet again, the game was criticized for its graphics and received mixed reviews. However, sales were once again incredible, with over 2 million copies sold.
GTA 2 popped. Grand Theft Auto 3 is where it happens, though.
Finally, the GTA series was ready for the next revolutionary step,
Yep.
moving into a third-person perspective in a large 3D open world called...
They went from above the head, straight down, pixel art type shit to damn good graphics.
Liberty City. A new perspective also meant new possibilities.
The
Players
door
now
fell
had
off.
access to even more side activities, like being a vigilante or operating a fire truck. These games even included some nice rewards, like being able to bribe the police.
6
The
stars.
game also focused more on its story,
That goes
giving
crazy.
the player control of Claude, a small-time criminal who is shot and captured during a heist. He escapes from custody and joins a cartel. The game included some impressive voice actors. However, the protagonist was still mute and had little personality. Grand Theft Auto 3 also generated a lot of controversy. GameSpy awarded the game with Most Offensive Game of the Year. They thought it was
They got most
disgraceful
offensive
that
game of
players
the
were
year.
awarded for causing mayhem and killing innocent people by the dozen.
Oh, he's kinda
Despite its
moving in there, kinda
controversies, Grand Theft
stretched.
Auto 3 became a massive success. Many reviewers found the 3D graphics to be a significant improvement over the
Oh,
2D
yeah.
graphics in previous games. The official PlayStation magazine named it the most innovative,
Outlandish,
brilliant video game.
That's crazy.
On Metacritic, the game even scored a 97 out of 100 and became one of
Okay.
the highest scoring games of all time.
Legend of
In total,
Zelda
a whopping
scored better.
14.5 million copies of Grand Theft Auto 3 were sold. Fun fact, players could use cheat codes to get an unfair advantage or just to have fun. These included
Did this start in GTA 3 or is this San Andreas? This is San Andreas all the
cheats
way.
for being able to fly your car, getting all weapons, or spawning a tank.
Or is this San Andreas? This is probably San Andreas. Oh, Vice City? Okay.
In
I forgot.
2002, Grand Theft Auto Vice City
Forgot it was that big
developed
of a difference.
by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. It first became a PlayStation 2 exclusive, but 1 year later, it also became available for PC and the Xbox.
The Xbox.
We return to the fictional Vice City with a lot more detail and areas to discover. The game was inspired by Miami Vice and Scarface.
Say hello to my little friend.
I believe it.
The game follows the story of Tommy Vercetti as he goes from a small-town mobster to the leader of a criminal empire. Finally, we were given a protagonist with character and a voice.
Look, Sonny, we were set up. The deal was an ambush. Harry and Lee are dead.
You better be kidding me, Tommy.
Vice City was initially meant to be an expansion for GTA 3.
6 stars again.
But the developers decided to make
Look how
it
much
a
money you
standalone
can stack
game
to.
instead.
That's so
The game
crazy.
included new vehicles, like motorcycles, and even allowed players to purchase property to increase their income as they slowly take control of the city away from the other
Okay.
gangs. Just like Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City was also released to critical acclaim. Players and reviewers loved the open world, sound and music, story, and open-ended gameplay. It only scored slightly less than its predecessor on Metacritic, with a
How did it
score of
score
95.
less?
But it did sell more copies, with 17.5 million copies sold. Fun fact, like its predecessor, Vice City was also accused of turning people into criminals. This even led to 2 $600 million lawsuits. One, in which 18-year-old Devin Moore shot 2 police officers, after which he made statements like, "Life is like a video game. Everybody's got to die sometime." The other case was that of 14-year-old Posey, who killed his father, stepmother.
So life is like a
Statements
video
this was
game.
that
Everybody's
life
got
is
to
like
die
a video game.
sometime.
Everybody's got to die sometime.
That related him to $600 million
The other case
lawsuit
was
with
that of
GTA.
14-year-old Posey, who killed his father, stepmother, and stepsister.
He shot 2 people. And he said that he likes
Both
like a
suspects.
I understand. But just because he played GTA, though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Sean, niggas don't respond.
Played Vice City regularly. However, the
He's
cases
played-
were both dismissed
Yeah.
by the respective courts.
that makes sense. There we
Yeah,
go.
that's what he-
No, they were dismissed. Oh, yeah,
In
Rockstar.
2004,
Yeah, of
another
course.
great Grand Theft Auto game was released, known as San Andreas. At
San
release,
Andreas
only
Blue.
players with a PlayStation 2 could enjoy the game, and in 2005, owners of a PC or Xbox could also play San Andreas. The game was built on the previous two games while taking players to another radically different setting. San Andreas was enormous. It became the largest game in the series, consisting of three main cities: Los Santos, based on Los Angeles; San Fierro, based on San Francisco; and Las Venturas, based on Las Vegas.
That's
San
fire.
Andreas added a massive amount of new vehicles, from cars to boats to helicopters and even tanks. We went from 60 vehicles in GTA 3 to a massive 212 in San Andreas.
Oh, yeah.
On foot, players could get around by running, climbing, and swimming. There was even the option of two-player multiplayer, although the main story was still single-player.
There was
The story
two-player
focuses on
multiplayer
Carl
in GTA
CJ
San
Johnson,
Andreas.
who returns to San Andreas after
That's
the murder of his
badass.
mother.
That's what they need to
He's
add
quickly
back.
Swept up in the
Play
local
the story
gang
mode with
culture
your
as
homeboy.
he and his friends try to
bro.
rebuild their
You
gang's
just hear it
influence. Carl's appearance could be impacted by the player's
That
actions.
could be something we
if you
do.
go to the gym, he'll become more muscular and increase his strength. If you spend your day devouring fast food at the Cluck and Bell, CJ will get fatter and lose his stamina. Overall, the game featured a marked shift towards focusing on West Coast street gangs and was heavily influenced by 90s hip-hop culture.
You picked the wrong house, fool!
Hey, Big Smoke! It's me, Carl! Chill!
San Andreas became a legendary game and was met with critical acclaim. It received an average review score of 95. San
They did them
Andreas
wrong.
also won
San
multiple
Andreas was-
awards, including PlayStation 2 Game of the Year by IGN.
Yeah, Game of the
and
Year.
Best PlayStation 2 Game by GameSpot. It
Yeah.
even became the most sold PlayStation 2 game.
Yes,
In total,
sir.
over 21.5 million copies of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas were sold.
That's how you
Fun
do
fact, San Andreas was the center of controversy when they released a software patch dubbed Hot Coffee. It involved a fully clothed sexual intercourse minigame. The fallout from the controversy even led high-ranking politicians in the United States to have the game re-released with the minigame removed completely. It also led to the ESRB changing its rating from M for mature to AO for adults only.
it. What up, YouTube? That's part 1 of the evolution of Grand Theft Auto. If y'all want to see a part 2, like, subscribe, comment what y'all want to see me do next. What else y'all want to see? Trip out.